How's it, guys? Welcome back to Rex to Rides. We are still turning our hard-earned cash into unfinished projects and broken dreams. Now, speaking of broken dreams or broken items and unfinished projects, it doesn't happen. You can spend a fortune on paint and equipment to paint and dent pillars and everything. Um, Great interior, but if it doesn't have this cowling on, it is just not complete. I'm sorry. Doesn't matter what you say. And I want to fabricate one out of pipe and that. It's just going to look shit. Everything on this car is original, and that is not there. The car came with a top cover. There was a top cover to this, and the bottom cover was missing. The reason for that is that's how they stole them. They used to just rip off the bottom cover, pull out the ignition wires there, and start. So that's why you have a top cover and you can never get the bottom cover. So I've been trying now, searching all over for a bottom cover, and I'm telling you, they don't exist because they all got broken in these very high theft cars, very, very high theft. So I, with great luck, found one, but it was broken. So what we're going to do is we're going to fix it with a little bit of plastic welding, and so I'm not going to go through the whole plastic welding thing and show you the whole plastic video. Plastic welding is very simple. I like this contraption. It's a normal blowtorch, normal plumbing blowtorch, but you get a little copper thing that goes over the end. I don't know, it's got a nice spade on it. Let me just light that. 1 second. And there you can see the flame heats up the copper. And I'm just going to do a short section, really, just show you sort of how we're going about it. You don't need to watch me in very quick motion do the entire thing. If you have to heat up a few spots to get them to behave, it's probably better because some of these are a bit crap. And we're going to do that, and then we're going to drop a staple in. So let's switch off the torch. And now, let me swap hands here. What I'm doing, I can just push that in line and get my finger out the way. There we go. As I'm really just giving it a first. It's always a good idea to tack these in a few places. And look, that's going to hold it. Okay, we don't actually even need Q-bond. There are a few spots where we're going to need Q-bond. I'm just going to light this torch, because your staples are going to be a nightmare. There are a few spots where we're going to need Q-bond, but this is on the other side, underside. And it's gotten so damaged that I've sort of patched it on the outside. This is all really twisted up. I can't get that straight. And then I'm just going to sand and Q-bond and sand, because you can sand that. And so now we've done this, right? But is that strong enough? Yes, probably, maybe not, who knows. So what I do, now they say take a staple, heat it up, and put it in there. Now I'm actually going to just press it in. They say you must press it in like that. Let's see. That's better. Press it in like that. No. I'm finding it's a lot simpler to put the staple in place. Really get some heat into the torch. Give the area a quick whack. Switch off the torch. And then I'm going to push the staple in. So the gun is heating the staple to press it in. You obviously have to keep the heat up. Now that is a solid fix. What I am using, I'm not using a standard staple. I'm using a staple from a pneumatic gun, so it's a little bit longer, it's a little bit bigger. And what I have also done is I've actually assembled the unit. I've assembled the old one onto the new one, because you're going to go plastic welding. I know it's a bit tricky, but you've got a bit of access in there. You cannot just go plastic welding and then hope it fits. So it's better to, that's kind of like doing motorcycle casings. When you weld on them, you strip out the casings, you take all the bearings, everything out, you put them back together, you weld up your hole in the casings because they're going to buckle and twist, and then with them firmly bolted together, take it apart and strip it, and then you've got casings that's going to fit. So we're just going to straighten this out, this bit, and insert a few staples, and then we'll get onto the paint. Catch you in a second. Right, so we're back with that. Solid repair. You can see we've got some staples in and loads of Q-bond. So it's the weld, the staples melted in, and Q-bond. A little bit of light dust, it doesn't worry me. It's really on thick. It's a simple solution around here. This is underneath, so I'm not too worried about the finish. Just want the color, you're never going to notice it. When you're dealing with holes like that, or like that have been a bit damaged, I just put a 10mm round bar in there, and that gives you a it will maintain its structure while you're putting your cube on, doing your welding. And now we're going to hit it with our plastic primer, and because our plastic primer is you basically have to get it on, it flashes almost immediately, and then you're ready with that. So we are using the plastic primer, and we've got our paint mixed and everything. Plastic primer is going on with this very nice little Welcome to 1mm nozzle, and very good gun. Mini touch-up gun, but actually it's a MIDI gun. I've done panels with it, and I'm ready with the airbrush. The reason why I'm using the airbrush on that is because it's a textured finish, and that airbrush can, at a higher pressure, a little bit further distance, get that paint on in a very thin manner. So yeah, let's get on with it, and we'll show you the end result. Okay, so as you're going to see, the reason why I'm using this small gun is because if you get it dialed in right, and it's quite a high pressure, it's 2 bar pressure I'm running. This is a very textured piece of plastic, as most of your vehicle plastics are going to be. So I'm not really doing a fancy cover job now. There's no float coats or nothing. I just want to get it to flash onto the plastic primer, because that needs to be done as soon as possible. We had a bit of a blockage, so we lost a little bit of time getting that cleared on this gun. But I love it because it puts a very thin layer on your workpiece without losing the texture. And we don't need float coats or anything, we just need the color to match, because it is a 25% matte in the actual tints that are going into the color. It's a 2K single stage, so as you can see, we've got most of the plastic cover, and now we're really just going to even out the tone, get it on evenly, and that's it. No sanding or anything, but the colors are starting to match, so I think we're on the right track here. So as it turns out, there is a stack of different tones and shades and different colors on the dash of any car. You just don't notice it because they sort of all work in harmony. So we got the paint, and we got these painted in the paint shop. They didn't quite match up here and here, and it was just, he got the color spot on, but it was the wrong color because for some reason, I don't know, this wasn't matching. Who knows? Maybe it was in the sun. We don't know. Anyway, so he did it a shade lighter, and then we started getting the other little bits off. So what we've done is the door locks, we've done the handles, we've done the window winders, and look at that. Just look at how that repair has turned out. Man, who would have thought that was a piece of junk plastic from a scrapyard, and everything lines up perfectly, it screws on perfectly, it's pretty solid, and yeah, job done. So that's just, it's just finished off the interior. You'll notice that handle isn't off because we do want to just get the door handles off, get a bit more paint on this, get it a bit flattened, a bit better. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, just look at that. Everything original, everything there, and all working and working perfectly, looking gorgeous. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe.